What up? What up? Tone Space. Like, share, subscribe. So, some men could be simps, but them simps could be dangerous. And break it down off the quickness. We're gonna compare it to walking down the street or walking down life. Matter of fact, walking up life, like walking up the block, like you're walking up the block through life. These are to the women, and you meet a man that you want to walk with through life. Hopefully, that you want to follow the lead of ultimately, right? But you want to do it confidently. You want to do it knowing that this is the man that could both walk with you and guide you places. You know? Now, you got a lot of men out there that will be controlling. But here's the thing around the first, you know, period of courtship, they may actually be walking behind you. In other words, their simp hand is strong. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much, they're under your, I don't want to say under your feet, but really buttering up to you a whole lot extra. Literally, like, kind of following you. You know what I'm saying? Going with your flow, telling you everything that you want to hear, but doing it in a very passive, or for y'all that like y'all Greek terms, your Greek terminologies, like, you know what I'm saying. For people that like that, we talking about being a beta male. You know what I'm saying? Not really, putting the manly take charge hand down off the break. Literally following you. Or they'll drink your bath water. They'll drink your blood. That happened. Yeah, it's been said. That right there is should be a red flag. You know what I'm saying? Pun intended. But so in that case, those men are literally following behind you, and a lot of times with women, y'all may have been in a situation where you were controlled or abused or had certain issues. You might have security issues or something like that. So you see a man like that kind of buttering up to you, catering to you on some simp beta stuff. It might seem empowering. You know what I'm saying? It might be something where coming out of whatever you may came out of, you feeling like, well, shoot, I feel empowered by this. Ooh, he's really into me. Wow, he'd do anything for me. You know what I'm saying? His life is all about me. He's obsessed with me. You know what I'm saying? It could be an empowering feeling. But here's the thing, that trait of weakness is going to transmute and it's going to show. It's going to, rear its ugly head and all that stuff. So, yeah. So they're walking behind you. You walking in the front. They walking behind you. Once you get comfortable with them walking behind you and you start saying, as you cut corners and turn, and they see that they're still able to walk behind you, in other words, you're accepting to their walking behind you, you know what I'm saying? And they're going to start pulling up a little closer to you. You know what I'm saying? Because now comfortability has been established. Their method of courtship is through that simp stuff. Because at the core, they're weak people. You know what I'm saying? So all their buttering up and all this other stuff is, is got. They feel that they got you. They open now. You know what I'm saying? So what happens now? They start walking side by side with you, maybe for a hot sec. Might be a little sweet spot, a little sweet zone in a minute, walking side by side with you. Ooh, she let me walk side by side with her. We're still cutting and turning these corners together in this life. Everything is good money. Ooh, but hey, remember, at the core, they're weak. The truth is, the insecurity that had them simping for you from the first place, they're going to be thinking, well, shoot, she better not walk that direction or that direction. You know what I'm saying? How could I be sure that she doesn't walk on out of my life or she don't dip and run away from me? I got to do something. Oh, gosh, what can I do? So you know what's going to happen? They're going to start walking ahead of you. So now it's a time that they got for you to follow them. But they're not doing it from the leader perspective. They're not doing it from the helpful for your life perspective. They're doing it from the self-centered perspective. You know what I'm saying? They're doing it from the desperate, the needy perspective. So what do? take a lasso, whoo, strap it on your ass, and start dragging your ass around wherever they go. Dragging your ass around just because they want to make sure that you don't leave. Your body scraping all on the ground, that could represent physical abuse that may now go on at this point and everything. And every cut and corner they take, they dragging you around. They not caring if sometimes they running with you dragging, like really banging your ass on the ground. They don't care because now they got you. You know what I'm saying? That same insecurity that had them kissing your ass, buttering up to you and everything. Same insecurity that wants to make sure that your ass don't go anywhere, even if you might not have the intention to go anywhere. They want to be sure of it. So now they're dragging your ass around. And so these are the signs you kind of like, got to be wary of in the beginning. Y'all might have seen the live stream on Poets Cane. I did like 8 signs of an abusive man and all that stuff. And they kind of, in a sense, touched on this when they were talking about guys that seem like they're just, so charming and everything at first and blah, 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 blah. Know the distinction between actual genuine charm and good intent and normal sane intent. Know the difference between that and the variety that seems extra needy, you know what I'm saying? Or seems like extra simpish, extra kiss your assy, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Because, granted, terms like simp have really been overdone these days. Nowadays, you can't get up and give a woman a seat without being considered a simp. So it's kind of hard to like really know the distinction, you know what I'm saying? Because there is genuine courtship, chivalry between a man and a woman and everything, right? But now let's take, the man that's, really true and not insecure. Sure, they'll try to court you, everything. They may bring you flowers, all that fly stuff, pay for dates, all of that. But notice the difference. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna act all obsessed like they need you, like you are their everything just off the rip like that. Like that's not really that sane, because at the end of the day, we as men, we've naturally got that instinct in us where it's like, yo, eventually we want someone that we could walk with in life, but also that we could guide and give direction to, in a sense. But it has to be in a way where the woman, I don't even want to use the term submit, but where the woman will trust that man in giving direction. So what does that mean? As y'all walking together and he starts walking ahead of you, at that point, time he walks ahead of you, he knows your pace. He knows every move in your ligaments. He knows when you want to walk fast and when you want to walk slow. Let's say in the morning after your coffee, you pacing around to go to work. So he may walk faster knowing you're going to be right behind him. You know what I'm saying? He'll know when you want to take a stroll in the park, and he'll walk slow with you walking at that pace because he's catering to your pacing, because he knows it, because he took the time to learn you. You know what I'm saying? He took the time to cultivate something. Because any leader has to know their people. Any leader has to study whomever they're leading. And the leadership role is for the benefit of whomever they're leading. You know what I'm saying? So the man that you have is going to be for your actual benefit. Is going to be genuine. He ain't going to come off the break with all that old extra simpish type of stuff. It may seem sweet, it may seem empowering, but remember, that's the seed. That's just the first part of what's eventually going to be someone that's going to try to control you and drag your ass all around. Where, you know what I'm saying, the actual man that's really about you and really got that love for you, he knows temperament. He knows how to control himself. He may even be head over heels over you. But he knows, as taking that role as a man, he can't, lack of better terms, just blow his load like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that puts everything in disarray. He's going to take the time to get to know you. He's going to know your pacing. So when y'all take that walk, up that road of life, you know what I mean? You're going to trust him being that step or two ahead of you. And it's only going to be a step or two ahead of you, because relationships give and take, is working together. But as a man, if there's a fire, we run into the fire before y'all do. And you're going to trust that he's going to walk y'all through that fire flame, because he took the time to cultivate and build that. Something to think about.